What's up, guys? Legion here with a quick update video for you all. Obviously I didn't upload last week, and to be honest, these last few weeks have been very crazy and hectic and stressful, and I don't like it. And I really didn't think it would be fair to you guys to just, leave you all in the dark. So here I am with an update video, and we're just going to get into it. The major reason why I did not get a video up last week is because my PC had some hardware issues. What happened was I was playing some Trackmania, racing around, having a good time, being myself, and you know that thing your PC does when it's going to crash? Whatever sound is being played is played continuously, but it sounds like the computer is screaming at the same time. Basically, it did that, and I thought, okay, whatever, random crash. It's the first time it's ever happened, no big deal. So I go, hard reset, turn it back on, and the problem persists. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. I could be watching YouTube videos, I could be playing a game, I could be editing, I could be writing, I could be listening to music. Hell, I could even be just sitting on the desktop doing nothing, and this slowdown / crash thing would happen. Sometimes it would catch itself, like, haha, nothing really is wrong here, just a quick trip. People do that, right? But for the most part, it would just straight up die. So I called my buddy up. I said, hey man, listen, I'm having this issue. Can you please help me? And the reason I was calling that friend in particular is because he actually helped me put it together 2 years ago. So obviously he knows just as much and probably more than I do. He said, okay, it could be software, it could be hardware, and I didn't like that because if it's something like my PC, I want it's this thing, so that way I know. So I said, alright. What should I do? He says, first and foremost, update your drivers, which I did. Everything was up to date. I double, triple checked, and everything was. And he said, okay, run a virus scan. I did. Everything's fine. And he told me to run some stress tests on everything. So stress testing the motherboard, the GPU, the CPU, the RAM, the hard drives, everything. I did, and what I found was, to me, just gibberish. I didn't really know what I was looking for, so I had him come over to help me out. What we figured out was that, yes, it is a hardware issue. Now, the problem is just figuring out which piece of hardware it is that's fucking up. So he said, okay, most likely it's either your motherboard, your CPU, your PSU, or your GPU, which, granted, was more than half of the possible options, but you know what, I'll take it. So I ran more tests, and I said, okay, it might be the GPU, I don't know. And he goes, alright, well, he had to go. He says, just let me know if anything changes. And what I ended up doing was, I actually tried to recreate what happened myself, and went into Trackmania, just drove around on an empty map. I didn't place any blocks. I didn't load up anything that I had downloaded. I just ran around on an empty grass field. And I actually managed to get my PC to blue screen, which I was very happy about. And I know that sounds weird, but at the time it really helped a lot because it told me that, yes, it is a hardware issue 100%. Everything else is fine. So I told my friend this. He said, okay, I'll come back over tomorrow. We'll do some more stress testing. He came over, again, we stress test the motherboard, the CPU, the GPU, the RAM, and the hard drives, and even a little bit of the power, well, not really the power supply, but, he had his sneaking suspicions. What we found was, yes, it is the GPU, because every other test we ran came back fine. It's like, yep, everything's working, you're good. But when we ran the GPU test, it's like, okay, hold on fam, this is no bueno. So it said, okay, it's the GPU, that's the problem. So my friend said that he would give me some options, a couple of choices, and get back to me. So he gave me the options, and I said, is this going to be compatible? He said, yep, 99% sure, which is better than nothing. So I, took a quick look around, made sure they were actually compatible, which they were. And I ordered my part through Amazon, and it actually had said, hello there, friend, if you order this here GPU within the next 45 minutes, you could have it by Sunday. And I thought, well, boy howdy, it is Friday night, it is 11:15 p.m., I'm gonna order it. And I did. And, just sat through Saturday, didn't do much, obviously, didn't upload, didn't edit, didn't really do anything on my computer, just let it sit. Sunday rolls around, Sunday evening rolls around as well, and my GPU comes in. I call my friend, I said, hey man, listen, it's in, can you come over to make sure I don't screw anything up? Not that it's hard to put a PC together, but I just wanted him there, in, just in case. So we take the GPU out, the old one, put the new one in, make sure the drivers are updated, do the same exact stress test, everything comes back fine. He said, okay, he goes, just to be sure, play some Trackmania, which I did. I played through a whole track in one go with no crashes. And he said, alright, just give it a few days, make sure everything is lined up, everything's good, everything's working, and if so, great. If not, you can return it and, we can try something else. If you're watching this video, then obviously, yeah, everything is good, fine, and dandy. And this is your quote-unquote makeup video from last week. And I know it seems kind of lame, but I would rather get this out to you than to do nothing at all. The second and final, not as major, but still pretty major point is that I got my Steam account stolen by some scumfuck Russian who probably lives in some whatever equivalent of Section 8 housing is there. And no, I don't mean what the general population lives in. I had a lapse in judgment, I did something I shouldn't have done, and I lost my account, so I'm very pissed off about that. I emailed support about it. It was actually from a friend's account of mine who got stolen. I didn't realize that. I just thought it was him. I never really talked to him at all. And it was for a quote-unquote Rocket League tournament, which if any of you guys are friends with me and you get that message, please ignore it. It's not me. It's this asshole in, the backwoods of Russia. And yes, I know it's Russia because I checked the email, because I could see, the last bit of the email, and it was like @m******. .r***. So I typed that and it's like, oh, it's mail.ru. So yeah, if you get that message, don't worry about it. Please just ignore it entirely. And what I'm guessing is that he's probably going for my Rocket League items. I was actually able to check at the time of recording. I was able to check my account through Steam through a web page. I checked my inventories. It was all there. My CSGO items were still there. My TF2 items were still there. Basically anything important I wanted was still there. And the reason I'm actually saying this is because I was looking to get back into making CSGO Overwatch videos, because I know some of you guys actually want that back. And I was like, okay, it's a good day. I'll have a little fun, get some CSGO up. Clearly that didn't happen. What I'm guessing is going to happen is, seeing as he has access to my account and it's a Rocket League scam, he's probably going to take my items, which at first really pissed me off, but honestly, I'm fine with that. I really don't care if I lose everything, because it's a bunch of pixels. Yeah, they add a flair and a bit of, personality to my car, but again, at the end of the day, it's just a bunch of pixels. I can fucking get them back. And honestly, the only two cosmetic items I really care about are the pixelated shades that I use and the plasma boost that I use, which, if I'm not mistaken, can't be traded because it's not allowed, because fuck you, idiot, that's why. So yeah, even if this idiot comes along, just drains my fucking Rocket League account of my items, or at least all tradable items, at the end of the day, I really don't care. I can probably get them back, at least some of them back, at some point in time, and honestly, that's whatever, I don't care. All of this does fall on me, though. This is my fault. I'm not going to get mad at Psyonix. I'm not going to get mad at Steam. I'm not going to get mad at my friend who got his account stolen. I'm mad at myself. Me, myself, and I. This is my fault. So, hopefully when I get my account back, first off, just a complete fucking overhaul of that thing. No doubt. And then I'm going to try to get back into CSGO again, and hopefully get you guys some CSGO Overwatch. So that is the purpose of today's video, was just to update all of you on what my situation is at the time of me recording this, and at the time of you watching this, unless you're watching this after the following Saturday, which in that case, everything should hopefully be squared away. Other than that, folks, my name is Legion2K. I want to thank you all so much for stopping by, and I'm signing off.